morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's morning going? How's everybody's week going? It's Thursday. Game 3 is tonight. Hopefully, you're all doing great. Hopefully, you're all in a good mood. We're almost at the end of the week. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Make sure you all are hitting those heart emojis down there at the bottom too. I would greatly appreciate it. Just it does help with the YouTube algorithms. So, and if you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube and join in on the conversation. Let's continue growing this channel. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Who do we have in the chat this morning? We got CT Cards in the building. What up, CT? How's it going? Jacob, what's up, Jacob? What's going on? Jake, boss, good morning to you. Gusto, good to see you, man. Good to see you, Gusto. Shout out to you. Who else we got in the chat? We have Ken in the building. What's up, Ken? How's it going? We also have Dev Finch. What up, Dev? Jonathan, what's going on? Nosebleed section. Good morning. What's going on, Nosebleed? TC. What's going on, TC? Nice and early for you out there in, on the West Coast. What's up, TC? Appreciate you joining in. Joe, I'm always up early, man. But good morning to you. I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays at 9:30. So yeah, no, I'm always up early. I'm usually up around like 5 or 6. Pizza Minetti, what's up, Pizza? How's it going? What's going on? Dennis, what is up? What's going on, Dennis? How's it going? How's it going? But thank you all for joining in. What is going on? Hopefully you're all doing well. Again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. So I see Evan in the chat. What's up, Evan? Thanks for joining. So game 3 is tonight, folks. Game 3, or well, if you want to call it tonight, it's later today. So it's going to be an earlier start time than usual. Now there's been a story that's been circulating around, right? It's been talked about, and this was brought up on the Michael Kay show, that there's a real possibility that Jose Trevino could start and Austin Wells sits, and Giancarlo Stanton is going to be in the 4-hole. Now I want to ask all of you: do you, if it goes down? Now Aaron Boone didn't say that that's what's going to happen, but that's what's been the rumor that's been going around. Now, I don't know if we don't know if it's true or not. We don't know. But I want to ask you all, would you sit Austin Wells for Jose Trevino? If not, would you rather move Austin Wells out of the 4-hole and move him down in the order? Let me know what you all are thinking. What's up, AOG? How's it going? So Dev is saying bad move. AOG is saying he doesn't like the tinkering. Yeah, that's what he heard, but Boone hasn't come out and said anything though. Right? What up, Silogasm? Yeah, it's looking like Yankees Dodgers at the moment. You're right about that. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Absolutely not to both. Okay, I understand. TC saying lefty pitchers. So yes. So yeah, I mean, that is something to keep in mind. They do have the Guardians are going to have a lefty pitcher on the mound tonight. So only tinker after a loss. Sure. I get that. Wells goes as Judge goes. He started hitting the ball hard after Judge got a home run. He did. He did. That's true. But again, I'm asking, should he get taken out of the lineup? Should he be sat today? We don't know what the lineup is yet. I mean, the lineup is going to come out a little bit later today. But should Wells be sat? CT Cards is saying he'd leave it alone. Jared, good morning. What's going on, Jared? Dennis is saying he's not impressed with Trevino. He can't hit. He can't throw. So that's a no from Dennis. And Ken, Wells' biggest fan over here. Kidding. He said Wells hasn't hit in 6 weeks. Sit him, leave Big G in the 5 hole, sit Jazz, put Birdie in at third and the 4 hole. So okay, put Birdie at third base and put him in the 4 hole. I don't know about John Birdie at the 4 hole. That's just me though. Yeah, I know it's a 5:08 game. It's a little bit earlier. Leave Wells in the lineup as is until we lose. Okay. Make a move. I'd want Wells and Rizzo. Only logical move. I mean, I know some folks are saying to put Rizzo at the 4 spot. I mean, Giancarlo's bat's been hot, right? There, I myself, I'll admit it out loud. I thought about maybe putting Giancarlo Stanton in the 4 spot, especially right now in the postseason. That is because he's been red hot. So Dev is saying, well, move Wells down in the lineup. Well, that's what we were talking about, Evan. Since there's a lefty tonight, they might bench Wells. You put in Trevino, we'll lose because of his noodle arm. I mean, they do have a tendency to run on him. Leave Rizzo at bottom. We need another. Yeah. I mean, that's another argument to be made right there is that that bottom of the order, you want Rizzo down there. You do. Well, Joe, I hope it happens. If Trevino was in the lineup, I hope he does hit a homer today, man. Yeah, I would say so too. I like Rizzo at the bottom of the order. I feel like he's been. I mean, since he's been back, he's been playing well. I have no issues with Rizzo batting where he is. That is. Stephen B. Good morning. So folks are saying don't touch anything. AOG is saying don't touch anything. A couple of you were saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey, I get it. Yeah, Michael K said it. But again, Aaron Boone hasn't come out and said anything about it. I know if I'd like to see how many fans are going to get pissed off if Trevino is in the lineup. Probably TVs are going to be broken, remotes are going to be broken, But no, on a serious note, listen, with a lefty on the mound tonight for Cleveland, that's a strong possibility. And Austin Wells, and this isn't a knock on Austin Wells. I like Austin Wells. You guys have never seen me bash Austin Wells. I have been critical of him a little bit because he hasn't been really hitting. But during the season, he only had a 526 OPS versus lefties. So, and Boone did say that there's definitely a possibility that Trevino could get some play in the series. So you might see Trevino in the lineup tonight. Right? But there's no denying like Wells, behind the plate, he's done a fantastic job calling the game behind the plate. He's done great. I don't think any of us can really deny his work there. But also, again, I'm just looking at the article that I'm looking at here. Wells is in the midst of a 0 for 19 slide, and it includes 9 strikeouts. Now, 0 for 19, those numbers are pretty bad. Those numbers are pretty bad. So, 0 for 19 it's not acceptable. But again, him calling the game behind the plate, he's done a fantastic job. So. Where Wells is not. Yeah, I mean that's the hope, right? If Trevino is going to play, hopefully he does hit. That's the hope anyway, right? Michael K is not as well. I'm not really the biggest Michael K fan, but I'm also there's also other broadcasters that are I feel like that are worse than him, believe it or not. But that's a conversation for a different day. Yeah, Wells defensively, he has been good. AOG, what are we saying? Strike zone. This is the entitlement of our fan base that gets toxic. Let's appreciate the moment. Boone managing his best baseball in his career. Clay pitching his best. Hey, I'm appreciating all of it, AOG. And yeah, Boone is managing his best baseball, but that's because that he has the best baseball team he's had in his managerial career for the Yankees. This is the best team that he has been given, and he's doing great work with it. Previous years, I mean, he didn't have this he didn't have this good of a team, but he made the best of it to the best of his abilities. He made some things happen still. Yeah, the playoffs haven't been great. Hasn't been a great playoff experience for him, but he still somehow got him there. Last season was a disaster, but so was the team. The team was an absolute disaster. You don't hate the move. Wells hasn't been a productive hitter, and Trevino can still be okay behind the plate. Yeah. Ken Singleton. What's up, Egyptian? Aren't you you're in New Orleans, right? Hopefully you're having a good time. Happy anniversary to you there, Egyptian. I didn't forget. I know today's the anniversary. Please tell me I'm right. Listen, I killed Boone and he's proving me wrong. I thought he was going to drop the ball. I'm glad he hasn't. I understand. I understand. Um, yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of people in the fan base that were a lot of the fan base was bashing Boone. I get it. They're frustrated. They're frustrated because they haven't won a championship in a long time. Um, it's been a seasons have been a failure. I get it. I get it. So yeah, you're welcome, man. Enjoy it. Yeah, Egyptian. Yeah, New Orleans. I've never been there, but I hear it's pretty wild from what I heard. Bronx boys for life. He says, "What's up, man?" He says, "Easy sweep. Let's start putting the World Series logos at home. Let's go Yankees." I love the confidence. I love the confidence. Yeah, Giku. I mean, the Mets were terrible last night. Another blowout. I mean, this NLCS has been nothing but blowouts. My goodness. Was it 1954 or 1948? I thought it was 48, but you might be right. They just need to stop using Weaver all the time. Yeah, I mean, start utilizing all the other guys in the bullpen, which they have been. But I feel like in Game 2 they could have used Ian Hamilton in the ninth inning. I don't think Weaver needed to be out there, but whatever. They still won. Yeah, Boone is making all the right moves right now. You can't. There's really nothing negative you could say about Boone at the moment. So yeah, no close games. Yeah, 48. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. People saying that this is a quick cakewalk for the Yankees are wrong. I mean, there was a lot of fans that were there was a lot of people that were saying that this should be a cakewalk, but there is no cakewalk in the postseason. I'm sorry. There is no cakewalk in the postseason. Chet is saying that the one thing that will hurt the Yankees by sitting Wells is Trevino cannot throw out base runners. He is terrible. Yeah, and he really can't throw out base runners. We saw that in that one game against Boston. They ran on him like 9 times. It was bad. Last game was not a safe situation. You have no, yeah. No, I get it. I understand. I don't. I don't. Was that? I don't think he was saying it to you. Interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting postseason. I do agree. Hey, we got Ken Rosenthal in the building. What's up, Ken? Thanks for joining, man. I always love when you give me support for the channel. Well, yeah, exactly. You don't mess around in Cleveland, but here's the thing, AOG. With the thing with Cleveland, or not just Cleveland, but when the Yankees are playing away at the stadium, whether it's in Cleveland or in another city, the Yankees play well when they're away from the stadium. Again, they had the best road record in all of Major League Baseball. So something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. They closed out the series in Kansas City. They could very well do it in Cleveland and not have to worry about coming back to Yankee Stadium to try and close it out, right? Guardians will be better at home, but if we just hit with runners and score, yeah. I'm still not sure about a sweep there, TC. I predicted 6 games. It could go 5, but I'm going 6. I predicted that at the beginning of the ALCS. Easier path? Sure. To some extent. I'm going to say to some extent because when teams like the Orioles and Astros get beat, to me, I still get worried. So when the Yankees played against the Royals, was I worried? Yes, I was. Guardians, was I worried? Yes, I was, and I still am. So, I mean, a 3-0 lead would be fantastic. I mean, you got Clark Schmidt going on the mound tonight. Let's hope he can pitch a good game. I just hope if he pitches a good game, the bats come through. So, Mets loss was bad. Well, but I think they'll come up swinging tonight. I hate the Mets, by the way, but I think I hate the Dodgers and their fans more. Yeah, what's funny about that? There's a girl that I met on X or Twitter, on those Twitter Spaces or X Spaces that they talk. It's basically a group chat. She lives in California. She's a Yankees fan, and like she says that she does not like Dodgers fans. It's funny. I mean, I don't know if it's because she thinks that Dodgers fans aren't real, they're not, or what. But yeah, she's a Yankees fan that lives, I want to say, around the LA area. But 5 or 6 games, yeah, I'm saying 6. I'm sticking with 6. Yankees win tonight versus lefty, then they sweep. Hopefully. I mean, Cleveland's not going to go down without a fight, man. Especially in Cleveland. That's right. You expect the Hill start to be a loss? I mean, that I do understand. He hasn't really pitched at all in this postseason. I mean, the last time he pitched was that game against Pittsburgh, that last series. And we don't know what we're gonna get out of Luis Hill. When Luis Hill is on, he's on. When he's pitching, man, he's on. Right, if he's on his game. But there's times where we've seen it where he loses control of his command. He loses control of his pitches. He walks a lot of guys. That part scares me. But if he can get going, that would be tremendous. Yeah. Well, also opposing teams, man. It's opposing teams. They put up a fight. I mean, there's a lot of hustle. Oh, you're agreeing with her there, TC, for sure. Who could surprise us? Are you talking about Luis Hill there, AOG? What the Yankees need to do is, like Anthony Rizzo said in an interview, pass it on to the next man, worry about your own job, then pass it on. Yeah, I mean, take care of business. Take care of business. Yeah, Ken, I'm not going to pull up that comment because I definitely don't want to. I already know it went down, but I don't want to be reminded of it. OG says like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Yep, make sure y'all are doing that. As a Yankees fan, can never root for the Mets. I want the Dodgers, so when we beat them, there's no excuse. Historically, we beat the best of the best. Yeah, got a point there, AOG. You got a point there. Desiree, what's up, Desiree? Good morning to you. On your way to a parent-teacher conference? All right, man. Have a great day. Well, hopefully you get some good feedback from the teachers. If not, then no donuts for your kids there, Gusto. Rizzo in the 4-hole. There's been a few people saying that, having Rizzo in the 4-hole, but I like where he's batting right now. I really do. You need him in the bottom of the lineup. I feel like, and I think he's comfortable there too, personally. But that's how I feel about it. I mean, some folks might feel different. I really like him at the bottom of the lineup. And again, I feel Rizzo is comfortable there. So. Oh, let's see the strategy here. So TC Steels, here's my strategy. You put Rizzo in the 4-hole eventually in the World Series because that will be our toughest challenge of the year. Okay. Ken Rosenthal is asking what happened to my friend Erica. I don't know. I think she's just been busy with work and just life. I haven't spoken to her recently, but hopefully she's doing well. But she's always, she knows she's always welcome on this channel. Anytime she wants to jump on, it's always an open invitation to her. Yeah, she was supposed to jump on the other day with myself and Ace, but she couldn't make it. But that's all right. It's all right. Like I said, she's always welcome. But so we know that game 3 is in Cleveland, right? So game 3 is today, right? It's going to be Clark Schmidt versus Matthew Boyd, and we all know Matthew Boyd's a lefty. Yankees have a 2-0 lead in the series. Right now, the series is not over yet. They got 2 more games to advance to the World Series. There's 2 more, right? What do you all think? Let me ask you all. Do you all think that the Yankees could close it out in Cleveland? I'm actually going to ask in the poll. Here, I put a poll out there for you guys, so you guys can answer in the poll. Will the Yankees close it out in Cleveland? Yes or no? I want to see what everybody thinks. At this point, Boone has pushed all the right buttons and earned our trust. He seems to have a plan. Yeah. No, Boone's managed a good postseason so far, but he has a much better team as opposed to the previous years. Jonathan's saying yes. Evan thinks they can. Jake Boss thinks that they can. 3 straight in Cleveland. The goal should be okay. So do you think they could close it out in Cleveland? Go ahead and answer in the poll there, folks. I did put the poll out there. So far there's 11 votes. I think we win it in Cleveland, only to get the crap beaten out of us by the Dodgers like they did last night. I mean, you think the Dodgers and Yankees, as of right now, if they do meet, do you think these games are going to be blowouts? Is that where you're thinking? You think the Dodgers are just going to run all over the Yankees? Yankees in 5. they win tonight, you think they'll sweep? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they win tonight, then game 4 is tomorrow. Um, you got Luis Hill on the mound tomorrow. We haven't seen him pitch at all this whole postseason. How he does, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see. Can happen 1 or 2 games. Initially, Yankees in 6, but seeing the first 2 games change to 5. Understood. I get that. Well, there's 13 votes, and all 13 of you are saying that have voted are saying that the Yankees close it out in Cleveland. Nathaniel's saying if our Yankees make the World Series, who would you want us to face? I mean, it don't matter, man. I mean, it'd be I was having this conversation yesterday, when I went live in the afternoon, and I was saying that it'd be cool for with the Mets to have a Subway Series World Series like they did in 2000. I think that would be cool for New York. But then it'd be cool if they played the Dodgers because with all the star-studded players on both of the teams, it would make for a historical World Series. Not that I'm saying that the Mets and Yankees World Series wouldn't be historical. It would be historical, but it would just be a different story with the Dodgers, I feel like. But Mets Yankees World Series would still be a lot of fun. That's Shomer 300 monster. Yeah, well, hopefully that homer that Judge hit it wakes everybody up. Dodgers can hit. They can't pitch. They're running another opener tonight. Yeah. No, isn't I thought Yamamoto was pitching today. Am I wrong? I mean, freaking Bueller shut down he shut down the Mets yesterday. Those Mets bats couldn't get anything going. Here's a scenario I see. We win tonight. Hill is shaking tomorrow, and they bring in with Stroman. Could lose, close out in game 5. Could be wrong. I mean, you might be right. You might be right. I think it's supposed to be Yamamoto pitching tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's gonna be Yamamoto versus Quintana. Their downfall, as good as their BEP has been, is going to be too much. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Yamamoto's going tonight for them. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I was saying. Good Yankees Mets, good for New York. Yankees Dodgers would be good for the world. I mean, especially that Japanese fan base, right? They'll be filling in those seats at Yankee Stadium and at Dodger Stadium. So that would make for a great World Series. So Nathaniel's saying he had the Yankees winning it all before the season. Very confident. Yeah, I was confident that the Yankees were going to make the postseason. There was a lot of fans in the offseason that didn't really have a lot of confidence in this team because they, again felt like, oh well, this team is all they did was sign Juan or trade for Juan Soto. They didn't make any other moves, but they ignored all the other moves that the Yankees made, or it's just, or if they made moves and they call it a dumpster dive and were calling it they're not a World Series caliber team. But yeah, I mean, I think they could beat the Dodgers too. Just to, when it comes to the Yankees and pitching though, they just have to be calculated against the Dodgers lineup. Dodgers have a good lineup. They got guys in that lineup that can hit. It's clear. right? But folks, I'm going to take a quick pause real quick just to say thank you all for tuning in. We're just a little over 30 minutes into the live stream, so I do appreciate you all tuning in as you always do. Thank you all so much. So make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. Continue hitting those heart emojis down there at the bottom. There's like a little heart symbol. Hit those heart emojis, and you could hit any of those emojis that are down there at the bottom. It does really help out the channel. I do greatly appreciate it. But whole run comes down to Judge. The Dodgers shut down some incredible lineups, but none of the lineups has been a player like Judge, who's, yeah, no doubt. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Welcome to Aaron. Welcome, Aaron Boone, as the New York Yankees. Yeah, I mean, they'll probably exercise that option. You know, they probably will. Even like, God forbid, even if they don't make the World Series, I could definitely see them exercising his 2025 option. I could see it. I know some fans wouldn't want it, but I could see it. But listen. Yeah, base running. Oh my God. Yeah, that getting those 2 outs and with bad base running, that was terrible. That was terrible. I couldn't believe that. But I'm not gonna talk World Series just yet. I mean, it's fun to talk about the predictions with the World Series, but the Yankees have to. They gotta close it out and close out this series first before we even talk World Series. I think they'll make it. As far as closing it out in Cleveland, I feel like it depends on what happens tonight. If they go up 3-0, there's a possibility. There's definitely a possibility. So I see. If the Yankees win tonight with Clark Schmidt, right? They go up 3-0. I could see them potentially closing it out on Saturday, right? If not, it could go back to Yankee Stadium, right? Cleveland's going to put up a fight. Like I said, they're going to put up a fight. They may not have necessarily the starting pitching. Their bullpen, I mean, the Yankees have been hitting well against their bullpen. They haven't had to face Manuel Clase, which is always nice. He's an excellent closer. Yankees haven't had to face him, so that's always a good thing. They're 2-0 in the ALCS. That's just enough justification for the Yankees, whether we like it or not. Yeah, for sure. I mean, until 2022, they didn't even win any games in the ALCS. Let's face it. That Yankees will close out in 5 for sure. Yeah, Soto didn't play in that Dodgers series, and the Yankees, the starting pitching wasn't exactly up to par either during that time. If I remember correct, I think it was Clark Schmidt that was supposed to pitch in that first game, but then he had a right lat strain, and they called up Cody Poteet. Although Poteet didn't pitch too bad, and then Saturday, I remember, it was Nestor Cortez. He wasn't great. He wasn't great. They beat him up pretty good. Yankees lost that game bad. I think it was like 11-3 when they lost that game. And then that third game, I forgot. I do forget who pitched in that third game. Now I'm kind of curious. Yeah, Poteet went 5 shutout innings. I do remember that, but it's just they couldn't. The bats just couldn't get going. I mean, Yamamoto. They were actually working Yamamoto. They were working him, but but then Yamamoto got into a groove, and Yankees bats just shut down in that game. And I do remember Soto not playing. Oh yeah, Luis Hill. Yeah, he pitched on that Sunday. Yeah, and he was okay in that game. He was okay, but the pitching staff is the pitching is going to be much different if the Yankees play against the Dodgers or the Mets. It doesn't matter. It's but the Dodgers in particular, it's going to be different. I'm getting ready to head to the game. I will be in section box field 144, right behind the Yankee visitor dugout. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Patriots, Lakers, and Yankees fan. Interesting there, Nathaniel. I remember that Trent Grisham home run. That was huge. That was when the fan base was yelling, "We want Soto, we want Soto." When Grisham was up to bat and he hit that ball, out. That was awesome. But yeah. So a lot to look forward to tonight. A lot to look forward to tonight. Game three lineup. I'm curious to see what's going to happen if Austin Wells is going to be taken out of the lineup and instead they're going to put in Trevino. Are the Yankees going to close it out and can they go up 3-0 tonight in the series? And if they go up 3-0, do they sweep or does it go 5 games? Now I want to talk a little bit more about the lineup because I've been talking about players that have been slumping in the postseason, right? And Wells is one of them, right? Wells is one of those guys. He's been slumping pretty bad. Another guy that's been slumping, unfortunately, he hasn't been well in the postseason is Jazz Chisholm, right? And when the news broke out about Trevino being benched, or excuse me, Austin Wells being benched, I was thinking Jazz Chisholm should be benched too. In my opinion, I think he needs to be benched, right? He hasn't been really like his bat has been cold in this postseason, right? I think Jazz Chisholm needs to be sat personally. I think they ought to play either John Birdie or Oswaldo Cabrera at third base and bench Jazz Chisholm. Yeah, I agree. Jazz has been off. Give him a night off. Yeah, I'm with you there. I know it's their first time. I know it's both of their first time in the playoffs. I get that, but um, I understand with the whole experience thing, but still, because Wells right now, his batting average is at .083. I mean, Jazz Chisholm is at 130. I mean, Wells clear as day. Like his bat's been cold, right? And Chisholm is at 130. And a lot of folks were worried about, for example, Alex Verdugo, and look at what he's doing. He's batting 250 right now. Alex Verdugo. He actually hasn't been bad. What up, Brandon? He's saying we take 2 out of 3 and celebrate on their field. I love it. Yeah, I think he was. Initially I thought Jazz this was Jazz's first postseason, but I believe you're right. I think it was. I think um he was in the postseason with the Marlins. Razil, what's up, man? What's going on? Demon D is saying let's keep the lineup but switch Rizzo for Wells. Yeah, but I know a lot of people are saying that. Um, the thing is, I like Rizzo where he's batting right now. I think you need his bat at the bottom of the lineup, and I think he's just comfortable there too. Game three is crucial. They have to limit. Yeah, well, honestly, I'm a little surprised that the series is 2-0. But Yankees they've been shutting they shut Cleveland down in the first 2 games, which is great. Yeah, Nathaniel. I mean, the Jazz was good when the Yankees traded for him. Yeah, bottom of the order this postseason's been great. Volpe, Rizzo, Verdugo. I mean, Volpe's hitting 278. Rizzo, 429 in 2 games, right? I would assume that number could drop unless if he continues um, hitting. And Verdugo's batting 250. So, your 7, 8, 9 has been good. Top of the order has been good, right? Judge, with the exception of Judge, although Judge, hit that home run in game 2, he hit that 2-run shot. So hopefully his bat is woken up. Wells needs to get fired up. I mean, Stanton, it's playoff Giancarlo. We know what we're getting with him. Jazz Chisholm's the other guy that hasn't been hitting well. Hey, we got veteran Capybara in the building. What's up there? Good morning to you, sir. Well, that's all of us. I mean, that's right now. That's like the only guy, the only other guy you could put in the 4 hole, in my opinion. Oh yeah, no, Raziel, the series is not over yet. The series is not. It's definitely not over. So, not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. I don't know, dude. I've never been to Cleveland. So maybe you could tell me something about Cleveland that I don't know about. But I do think that Jazz Chisholm, though, I do honestly believe that he needs to be benched as well for just a game. I'm not saying the whole series, but for a game, I think he needs to be benched and put Oswaldo Cabrera or John Birdie in there. And you got a lefty, you got a lefty in the lineup or in the who's starting today for the Guardians. So Oswaldo can hit from the right side. Birdie could hit from the right side. I mean, I probably would put Birdie in there, because he could definitely play third base. I'd be okay with either or. Oh, I'm coming in with some fire. If you're talking about Cleveland's bullpen, they were heavily used in that series against the Tigers for sure. Yeah, don't burn yourself there, CT. Boone has irrational belief in his guys. Just simply needs to relax and just have fun. He's pressing a lot. He's pressing too much. I mean, irrational beliefs. I mean, he's got to have beliefs in his team, and Boone has done a good job in the postseason, making the decisions and running this team the way he's supposed to. He's got the team to do it. You're not wrong there, Giku. You're right. His glove has been really good. But again, his hitting it hasn't been great though. There's no denying that. Key for the Yankees win is key for the Yankees win is to sit on the off-speed pitches, score with runners in scoring position, situational hitting, replace Jazz for Birdie tonight. I would personally. What up, Eddie? He's saying Wells finally had his best at bat after Judge homered. It's like the weight of having to drive in runs had been lifting off of him. Yeah, well, after Judge hit that home run, he was starting to hit that ball hard too, right? So, which is always nice. It's always nice to see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not saying sit him for the whole series, but it'd be just for tonight, especially with a lefty on the mound. You put John Birdie in there, who hits the ball well and could play third base, no problem. Well, apparently Austin Wells is going to be benched too, according to Michael K. That's what he's been hearing. One game ain't going to kill him. So you might see Jose Trevino in the lineup there, dude. And so far, 29 votes in the poll, and 93% of you, or let's say 30 now, but 93% of you are saying that the Yankees close it out in Cleveland. I get that. Yeah, listen, I look, if he's not benched, I'm not surprised. I can't see um Aaron Boone doing that, but yeah, Trevi being a righty, and again, they got a lefty on the mound for Cleveland. Sitting Jazz and playing Trevino. Yeah, you might. Some people have a. Yeah, and also playing players out of their position. That's also a fan move too. So, well, that's my concern. Trevi being a liability behind the plate. It's not to say that he's a bad catcher, but it's just his arm. I'm concerned about that arm. Yeah. Yeah, that's my concern with Trevi. That is my concern with Trevi. But right now, the big thing with the Yankees, though, it's just the offense, But the bats, the offense has been coming around. They've been doing better, right? The in game two with runners in scoring position, the Yankees were 2 for 10. They left 7 men on base, so still not, you know, still not ideal, right? 2 for 10 with leaving 7 guys on base, not ideal. But hey, on the bright side, the Guardians, I mean, leaving runners on base, they left 11 guys on base, and they were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. So yeah, that and I Trevi's bat. I'm not expecting anything big. One big G, two wells and a Jazz. Yeah, Big G's a massive man for sure. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. It's if Trevi does play, yeah, Cleveland is they're gonna definitely try and run on Trevi. They got guys in that lineup that could run. Cleveland's a pesky team. The Guardians are a pesky team. I know the Yankees are up 2-0. The series is not over yet, but Cleveland's a pesky team. So they could hit, they could run. Um, our pitching staff has done the Yankees pitching staff has done a good job shutting them down. And I do appreciate that from them. But again, the right now with the lineup, it's all rumors at this point when it comes to Trevino being in the lineup and Austin Wells sitting, Giancarlo batting fourth. That was something that was reported, that was rumored, right? And it was reported by Michael Kay. That's what he's hearing, and he's talking like it's gonna happen. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what they decide. Obviously, the lineup isn't out yet, but it will be out just here in a little bit. It'll be out a little bit later. We'll see what happens. Brazil saying we'll make it 3-0, and then what? Cleveland looks absolutely done. Did you see their faces last game? Yeah, they were. They looked down. They did look down. Yeah, if they make it 3-0, man, the Yankees should close it out. I don't know about a sweep, but 5 games, should end in 5 games. The Yankees switch catchers and Cleveland will go small ball and run them to death. This is this is where we're that's what I'm worried about there, Bill. That's what I'm worried about. The Cleveland will play small ball and take advantage and run them to death. Yeah, if Trevino is in the lineup. So, but again, Boone only said that there's a possibility that Trevino can play. But you can say that any of the guys that are on the bench, they all have there's a possibility that any of those guys can play. I mean, they're on the bench, so but Boone hasn't come out and said Trevino's in the lineup and Giancarlo's batting fourth. He hasn't said that yet. So again, we'll just have to wait and see what the lineup is going to look like. So did that 9th inning home run give Guardians hope? I mean, I'm sure it made Jose Ramirez feel good. As far as hope goes, I don't know about the hope part. I mean, they were still down 3 runs. Maybe if Clay Holmes was pitching in the 9th inning, they might have had some hope. But it was Luke Weaver. And they were still down 3 runs. Now, if they were down by 1, right? Yeah, it would have given them some hope. It was off Weaver, sure. I know it was off Weaver, but but every bat has a chance, right? I mean, especially a guy like Jose Ramirez. It's Jose Ramirez we're talking about. J-Ram. What up, Dreams? Yeah, J-Ram's a good player. I'm not denying that. And but yeah, Bill, I referred back to that game against Boston where they ran on him 9 times against Trevino. And that was terrible. Yankee Kyle, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining. Well, so J-Ram he's been their best guy. He's been their best guy. But he's been in a slump. I mean, as far as J-Ram goes, well, what's his batting average right now? 167 after Tuesday night's game. Stephen Kwan, he's hitting 448. Lane Thomas is hitting 280. That's one guy I'm worried about. Rocchio, 435. Rocchio is another guy who gets on base a lot. I mean, and then Fry, who's one of their other bats, he's batting 250. I mean, nobody else really is. Everybody else is kind of in the hundreds. So, yeah, and we want to avoid that, right, Ken? We don't want as much. We don't want a lot of exposure for Luke Weaver. Yeah, Yankee Kyle. I've been saying that all postseason, and we've been saying it all year that the Yankees bats need to wake up. Situational hitting. They need to be better with runners in scoring position. They were 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position in game two. They left 7 guys on base. They still won. Hey, when it comes to the postseason, these wins, they're not going to always be the prettiest. And that's a fact. But a win is a win. Whether you win by an inch, by a mile, a win is a win. Whether it's luck, a win is a win. So, but again, we'll see what the Yankees do tonight with Boyd, with Matthew Boyd. He's a lefty pitcher. The Yankees and lefty pitching haven't exactly been great. They haven't exactly been best friends, but hopefully it's a different story tonight when they face Matthew Boyd. And yeah, today's game it is going to be earlier. So I know today's game is going to be at 5:08. So just be aware of that. Right after that, it's going to be the Dodgers and the Mets. They're gonna be the late game today. Well, that's the thing. As long as they play well, right now it's been the yeah. Well, still 9 bases were stolen. Whether it's off of Trevino, they stole off of Trevino. I'm sorry. Then we could say the same thing about Wells. Then when they steal on Wells, pitchers didn't hold a runner. So and even if all 9 was not on Trevino, we'll just say what about 5 or 6? 5 or 6, right? If not all 9, the majority of them. Cleveland didn't get there by being a sloppy team. They would not lay down for us. In baseball, what looks like sadness can easily be anger. I don't buy the tired arm BS. Look up 70. Yeah, listen, I've said it time and time again during the postseason, man. Um, the teams that are in the postseason, it's not like they got here by accident, right? If Cleveland was this, this easy pat, was a bad team or a sloppy team, Tigers should have beat them. Tigers should have beaten them. Tigers should be in the ALCS then. But Cleveland beat them. Cleveland's got a good team. I'll continue saying that they do have a good team. There's no denying that. The Guardians have a really good team. I'm not sleeping on them one bit. So yeah, CT cards, it's all an accident. It's all scripted. Just like, WWE, it's all scripted. You know who the winner's going to be. You're absolutely right. But no comment on the scripting. Yeah. Like this channel, like this show that I'm doing right now, it's all scripted. I wrote everything that I'm saying right now. I wrote it all down. I wrote it all down last night. Yeah, like Brian Cashman said, I think we have a pretty good freaking team. Yeah, it's all scripted there. It's all scripted. That's right. But But what do we think? Do we think Clark Schmidt's going to shove tonight? Hey, Texas Buckeye, good to see you there, man. Good to see you. Well, it is in front of them. Was he lying? How's your day going there, Texas Buckeye? Good to see you. It is right there in front of them, and it is. They're 2 games away from the World Series, from moving on to the World Series. Schmidt shoved there. Yeah, I think Schmidt could get going. I think Schmidt could get going tonight. Dream says it's our year. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we need to fire Boone and Cashman. I think Schmidt goes 6 innings for sure. Yeah, well, I'll definitely go live for the pregame. I am going to go live. I don't know what time I'm going to go live for the pregame. Since today's game is going to be a little bit earlier, usually I go live at 5:00, but I'm going to have to go on a little bit earlier. I just don't know what time because I do have a few things that I need to tackle this morning. So, it might be just a little bit before 2:00 or a little bit before 4:00. I might go live. The game is at 5:08 there, Dreams. The game is at 5:08. Yeah, Schmidt. If he could go 5 innings, man, that would be solid. And the bullpen is well rested. I'll take it. I'll take 5 innings from Schmidt. If he could go 5, fantastic. I'll take 5 innings from him. Yeah, you're welcome, Dreams. You're welcome. Yeah, if Schmidt goes 5, yeah, I'll definitely be happy, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, yeah. Yes, I'm wearing it like CC Sabathia. I could straighten it out too. Which is better, here, CC style, or this style? What are we thinking? 5 plus 8 equals 13. Okay. Oh no, it's bad luck. CC style. Okay, you're saying CC style. I remember when CC Sabathia wore his hat like this, and a lot of there were some fans that weren't really happy about the way he was wearing his hat. But I'm like, you know what? I don't care. As long as the guy's shoving, I don't care how he wears his hat. You need CC style. Well, there you go, there, Texas Buckeye. You got your CC style. CC style. Yeah, he had a crooked head. Yeah, get my 33. That's right. I don't know about you all, but I'm not a big fan of like the bent rim, like when it's like bent and curved like this. Like I'm not going to do it, but I'm not really a big fan of that. Razil, the game is at 5:08. The game is at 5:08. 5:08, Razil. Hopefully you get to watch the game. Then Mets Dodgers play after that. Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. So Mets Dodgers. What do we think for that series? Real quick. Are we thinking do the Dodgers take a 3-1 lead, or do the Mets tie the series up again at 2-2? Excessive hat wearing causes a loss of hair. Yeah, I don't wear it. I know I've been wearing it a lot recently, but it's playoffs, so kind of have to. Yo, what's up, man? How's it going there, bud? Good to see you, man. I see you doing your thing over there on your channel, the 411 on New York Sports. So anybody who's a football fan, it's a Jets channel. So whether you're a Jets fan or just a fan of football, please subscribe to this channel here, the 411 on NY Sports. Does a really good job. And he's a cool dude. I had him on the open panel one time. He's a really cool dude, and I've seen him in other people's chats. Really cool dude. So make sure you all subscribe to the 411 on NY Sports. Feel free to post the your link too, man. Feel free to post your link. So I do want to support other local content creators. You think the Mets tie it up for sure? Mets come back tonight. I think they will, but they're going up against Yamamoto. So whoa, you taught sociology. Interesting. Always taught my students that circumstances are created by one's own self, not by chance, for sure. Something to think about. I want that series to go to 7 games. I hope it does there, Texas Buckeye. I hope it does. It's going back to LA 3-2 Dodgers. Okay. Yeah, what are we thinking, man? What's your prediction for the series? I had predicted 6 originally. Railbird. Oh, what's up? You're saying go Yankees. Good luck, Mets. Love the channel analysis. You and Ace are great. Oh, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ace is the man. Ace is awesome. I always appreciate him inviting me on. To talk Yankees. So I've had him on here a few times as well for like pregame stuff. So yeah, no, Ace is cool. Ace is cool. Some of the content creators I've met on here have been fantastic. If it's Yamamoto, they have a good chance. Mets are cooked. Yamamoto does his thing. The series won't leave New York. I could see that. Yeah, if they win, if the Dodgers win tonight, I think it's goodbye New York Mets. That is so. Okay, you think it goes 6 games with the Guardians and the Yankees? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Yamamoto out in the 3rd. Woo. Yeah, Yamamoto, he's hot or cold, very inconsistent. I think he's going to fall. Yeah. Yeah, he's a little inconsistent, but when he's on his game, he's on his game. There's no denying. 7 games for the TV ratings, so scripted, right? That's what we're thinking. Got to run. Just brought my wife's son home from surgery. He's out of it. Oh, wisdom teeth. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, go take care of that, man. That's important. I had my my wisdom teeth taken out 15 years ago. That wasn't fun. That's why he signed with LA. I'm hearing Nestor Cortez might be returning. Yeah, he could be. He's been throwing the ball, so you might see him on the World Series roster if the Yankees got to get there first. But yeah, you could see Nestor Cortez, and that would be nice to see him. Oh yeah, Cleveland will be cold. And if I remember correct, I think you lived in Ohio, didn't you? There, Texas Buckeye. And thank you so much. He says, please like and subscribe. The Strike Zone brings the heat on. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. And you're doing a fantastic job on your channel. Again, post a link to your channel. Post a link to your channel. So I want to make sure people go there and subscribe to your channel. Like I said, I want to support those who support me. So I mean, rest and recovery. He had a PRP shot. He probably won't be one of the starters. He'll probably come out of the bullpen. I could see them taking out Meza and putting in Cortez if Cortez is healthy enough. Oh, you lived in Columbus, yeah. Well, I've never lived in the Midwest, but I know I've been told those Midwest winters are brutal. I mean, I lived on the East Coast, and those East Coast winters are brutal. But I've heard the same thing about the Midwest winters as well. Miserable. Yeah, I mean, game starting a little bit earlier. So at least you won't have to stay up late, which is always nice. For me, because of where I live, it doesn't matter. I mean, the time is perfect. So it's like I watched the Mets and Dodgers game yesterday, and it was still early enough for me where I could still go to bed on time. Yo, what's up, Scott? He's saying, what's your prediction on seeing Ohtani out of the pen before the Dodgers are eliminated? I don't see Ohtani coming out of the pen. Yeah, I could imagine. True. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No, you're not. You're not crazy for thinking that, Jared. I mean, Yamamoto could shove tonight. He has the capability to do so. Yeah, Ken's saying the Great Lake effect is for real. Lived in Ohio during the bicentennial. Yeah, like I said, I've heard a lot of things about the winters in the Midwest. Supposed to be 57 in Cleveland. But is that for Cleveland though? Is that cold? Because 57 degrees in New York, in New York is cold because of the humidity and obviously being by the ocean. So I would think 57 degrees in Ohio would be considered cold, but I could be wrong. Let's take a look at the poll here. So 43 votes, and 88% of you have voted that the Yankees will close it out in Cleveland. So there's a lot of confidence with the Yankees closing it out against the Guardians in Cleveland. So I like the confidence. That's not cold in Cleveland? Okay. You know better than I would there, Texas Buckeye. Yeah, the wind does make it worse. Like 57 where I live is like perfect weather. You'll see people in like shorts and flip-flops. Winds 6 to 7 miles per hour. All right. Yeah, 44. Well, even the 40s here is not bad. Even like 40-degree weather in Colorado is actually not that bad. It's still, again, pretty decent. Yes, indeed, folks. Yes, indeed. But I am going to shut it down here, folks. All right. We went just an hour and 15 minutes, just a little over an hour and 15 minutes. But I always have fun doing these streams. So whether it's these morning streams, the pre games, post games, play by plays, player interviews, whatever it is, any type of interview. I do enjoy doing this, and I enjoy all of you tuning in. So appreciate everyone's support. Really, it does mean the world to me. So I do appreciate everybody's support. Thank you all for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for liking the videos. Liking the videos, it really does help the channel just to get it out to more people. And then also, hitting those heart emojis, it does help out with the live stream as well. So I do appreciate that. Let's continue growing this channel, though, folks. If you are new to this channel, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel out. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, VR. Great. He says, great stuff, my friend. Thanks for the plug. Thank you so much, man. And you continue doing your work there on your channel with the Jets, man. You are doing a fantastic job. I've tuned in just so you know, and you're doing a good job. Pizza Minetti, you're the man. Thank you so much. Folks, I did make a mention about doing a giveaway. So I'm going to be doing some giveaways. All right. And stay tuned for that. I'm trying to figure out what day I want to do it. I might do it this upcoming Sunday or sometime early next week. But stay tuned for that. I'll let you all know when. So the giveaway is going to be 3 baseball cards. Got a couple of old school ones and one new school. All right. And shout out to CT Cards, man. He helped me out with that. So CT Cards, you're the man, bro. Thank you so much. If you're still in the chat, I don't know if you are, but thank you. Yeah, on the road to 2K. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. But appreciate you all jumping on. Nah, it's gonna be Jahmai Jones and Joey Gallo. Just kidding. No. I'll let you all know. I'm not gonna spoil it yet, but I hope to see you all there. And I want to do the giveaways. It's just my way of kind of giving back to all of you for giving me support, because it honestly, like, the support, it does mean a lot. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be where it is right now. But I'm going to continue growing this thing out. So let's make it happen. So thank you all again. Yeah, love you guys and gals. Love all of you. Thank you for all your continued support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you all later for the pregame. I don't know what time I'm going on, but make sure you have that notification bell on so that way you know when I'm going live. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's go Yankees. Get game 3. And I'll see you all later for the pregame.